The essential do's and absolute don'ts of your big competition day, from international jumping and professional dressage rules. Details that the world's professional coaches in the world learned and experienced in the arena, from when it comes to the process of dealing with the judge and the essential daily care you must properly provide for your horse on select either jumping or dressage. Right here, we talk about different trainers' experiences, voices, about permitted and prohibited equipment for sport horse. This is exactly the point where a significant number of eliminations occur, even for good riders. Even the horses. Horses are creatures of habit. Using a new saddle, a new bit, a brand new pad, or even a different blanket or a different scent profile can often cause significant stress and restlessness or resistance in the horse's performance. So avoid using new equipment on competition day. It's always better to say you should never try anything new on competition day. Almost all great trainers have repeated this sentence during their interviews. I just want to tell you, if you do try it, you should not expect just anything from your horse. The view of highly experienced and prominent trainers is that if a horse needs multiple training sessions or specific aids, it is quite possible that the animal might not be fully ready for competition yet. However, professional trainers emphasize that training aids are no substitute for proper training. If you find that you can't effectively control the horse without using control, it is much better to go back and do more training just before the official competition. In regards to the specific use of bits that cause excessive pressure or unnecessary pain, certain types of pain are strictly forbidden in competitions. Some older models were specifically designed for high levels of control, are now considered illegal by the FEI, meaning you cannot use them in competition at all, even use them during testing as well. In dressage only, classic bits with a simple chain are permitted. In jumping, we can use a bit more variety. Of snaffles after your competition, this meaning right at the exit gate, the show officials, whether it's the vet or the judge, are allowed to check your horse's body if there's blood from your spurs, or if your horse's mouth is injured and bleeding, they have the authority to disqualify you and not count your score. And various penalties might also be imposed on you. It depends on what exactly happened to your horse. But it's absolutely essential that riders ensure their horse is in the very best physical condition and perfect health after finishing their course. That's why the judges carefully examine your horse's health right as you leave the arena after the round to carefully evaluate what kind of overall physical health and condition your horse is in. I should also point out as well, judges can check your boots and bandages before entering the arena, before you actually enter the main ring or the arena, to carefully inspect them thoroughly, and in the event that they suspect anything, they can stop you and even delay your scheduled start time back a full bit. Hind boots that are far too heavy for the horse or irritate the back of the leg to make the horse jump higher are strictly forbidden. In the past, some hind boots used lead weights inside them or used heat to warm up the horses. your fetlocks, which cause the horse, due to the pain, to lift its legs higher and put more effort into its legs while jumping, meaning it lifts them higher. Now, if you use these hind boots, an extremely heavy penalty will be absolutely waiting for you at the end. You can now see the specific hind boots currently on the screen that have been officially declared prohibited by the FEI, even hind boots with hack that can be tightened significantly further than the regularly established limits are strictly prohibited in competitions. These boots usually apply a lot of pressure to the horse's leg, which can cause that same painful sensation on the horse's body, making the horse lift its legs significantly higher than normal. So, we should avoid using these specific types of hind boots with hack straps during the official competition. Before bringing and purchasing any boots that you intend to use for competition, check the FEI website or have a detailed consultation with the chief steward before the competition in order to determine whether you are permitted to use these boots or not. Most professional competitive riders usually bring several different pairs of specialized boots on competition day so that they can, for technical reasons that aren't our focus right now, make a specific choice to use them. Because every boot, with its specific shape and overall design, can have a significantly different impact on every individual horse. In any case, you must be extremely cautious regarding the equipment you bring for the show and plan well ahead so that you don't end up committing a violation on show day. The next thing you must know about is the subject of wrapping. Wrapping is an inhumane and prohibited method in training and show jumping competitions. In it, a person intentionally, at the exact moment of jumping, the individual uses a long pole or a heavy object to strike the horse's legs, which ultimately causes the horse to feel a lot of intense pain at that exact moment. So, what actually happens next? The next time the horse wants to jump over the fence, it tries to use its legs much more effectively and carefully, perform a higher jumping, which, well, inevitably causes the horse to do this subconsciously out of intense pain and a bad memory. Now, this practice is strictly banned for various ethical reasons and is just wrong. One is that you cause pain and the horse will jump the fence with stress and pain. And certainly, it used to be that on the actual day of the show or the night before, they would typically do this whole thing. And after they were finally done with it, they wouldn't jump again, so that on show day, it would have that fear. Well, this very thing causes a bad memory to form in the horse's mind, and gradually the quality, level, and potential of the horse will decrease. You might find yourself being quite successful in 2 or 3 shows, but you can be absolutely certain that you will unexpectedly find yourself confronted by a low quality, unconfident, ill tempered, and aggressive horse. A horse that needs significantly greater amounts of time and effort to be able to fully regain and return back to the same competitive potential and ability it had before. And what's more, worse is that you're doing something that's completely unethical, meaning the horse doesn't jump with its very own strength, and the horse is performing that task with fear and terror. And the third important point is that the physical pain inflicted at that moment, which they can't really control, gradually leads to lameness and movement issues. Then we turn to an equine veterinarian. Through injections or whatever, we try to eliminate that pain and then successfully return the horse to the professional competition circuit. Well, this is truly nothing but inhumane and unprofessional. This is simply not right. It's something with which you're officially and completely destroying the horse. It truly has no place in this sport, in the jumping system, or the sportsmanship of this discipline. even if such behavior is observed in your private training sessions. If such behavior is observed, it can lead to a reprimand from the Federation. The key emphasis is that improving jumping technique must be done through practice, correct training, and positive reinforcement, not physical punishment. Let's not forget that according to international regulations, even the attempt to wrap is considered a violation. Therefore, professional riders not only avoid this practice, but if witnessed by other people, it can be reported immediately to the event officials, and the horse and rider can be formally barred and disqualified from that competition. Once it is reported, further action follows. Immediately, the FEI has announced a new rule regarding nosebands. They've designed a device and provided it to the judges. If a judge feels that the horse's noseband is putting too much pressure on the face and jaw of the horse, severely restricting the horse's airways, they can provide a warning to the rider. They can carefully monitor and evaluate the exact level of physical pressure from the noseband to see how much pressure is applied. If it's normal and the device passes through really easily, then it's perfectly fine. But if there's too much pressure on the horse's muzzle and the device cannot pass directly through it, meaning it won't pass under the noseband, the rider will receive official orders and formal warnings from the competition steward and must immediately correct the specific equipment they're using and readjust it properly. The next point is about the use of draw reins or running martingales in jumping competitions. The use of running martingales or draw reins is permitted, but only in the warm-up arena, not inside the main ring. If draw reins and running martingales are used, it must be done in a normal and standard manner. For example, for a running martingale, it should attach from between the two reins to the center ring of the girth, or it can be attached from both sides to the two girth buckles of the horse. If you use it in an unusual way, the judge can give you a warning after the warm-up. And please remember that before entering the competition, you must detach those draw reins. If you enter the main ring with them, you'll get a warning or might even be disqualified. Usually riders don't do this. They only use them during the early warm-up for better balance and control of the horse. And sometimes they might even do some small jumping with them before taking them off. But overall, we need to be able to fully explain the established rules so you can become more familiar with them. Well, many people think that they aren't allowed to use them at all. You can use them, but only under the very specific conditions I've mentioned. Improper use of draw reins, like tying them extremely tight or pulling way too hard, can and will actually be reported by the judge against you. In some specific European countries like Germany, for example, in Sweden, even using them in the warm-up arena is prohibited, or they've even set specific restrictions for them because they essentially view it as excessive and unnatural pressure for warm up the horse. But you should carefully review the rules to understand exactly whether you are permitted to use them or not. For the day of the competition, it is definitely a good idea to try and prepare a checklist and check it with whoever is going to be accompanying you. You, like your groom or assistant, check it with them so that if one day that groom or assistant is absent for whatever reason, you will always have a ready chart of the equipment you have and the gear you'll need during the whole competition. So there's really no need to explain every time. On competition day, we've often seen that you need something, but it results in saying, well, we forgot, what do we do? Everything must be ready the night before. On competition day, there's no room for I forgot or oh, I'm sorry. None. Regarding coordination with the horse trailer, it's best that it arrives about 2 to 3 hours before the competition at the venue so the horse's body can settle. The horse requires a bit of extra time after the trailer to fully find itself again. Just like an athlete who needs recovery flight needs recovery and to properly calm down. So definitely pay close attention to the timing of the horse's arrival at the venue. It's recommended to coordinate with the trailer or horse truck driver. Coordinate so that your horse definitely arrives a few hours, well before your actual competition begins. This approach has two key benefits. First, after the journey, the trip might have been stressful, exhausting, or long for whatever reason. It then has a chance to recover, to take a moment to rest and slowly calm down. Maybe have a refreshing drink of water, roll around a bit, and eventually get back to its normal self. Second, it gives you a sense of peace of mind as well. This means that you can prepare everything easily since most gear is kept in the trailer. When it arrives early, your horse is there early and you have quicker access to your gear. You can get your number ready, organize the items for your trusty horse so that whenever you want to go for the vet check and veterinary inspection, your showing is done. Everything is ready with no need to rush. Don't worry. Many professional veterinarians strongly suggest and recommend that regarding time spent in a trailer, if the weather is particularly hot and the horse has been in the trailer for a long time, it needs at least about 1 day for its body to recovery. But if it was just for an hour or a few hours, then after arriving at the venue, usually after 2 to 3 hours, the horse returns to its initial state and readiness. It is important to keep in mind the hotter the weather conditions are and the longer your horse's travel time, you should aim to arrive early at the venue, at least 1 day early. A highly experienced professional coach has specifically pointed out that horses are sensitive creatures that love having a routine. If, without delay, after unloading from the trailer, they enter competitions, you will almost certainly experience anxiety and tension in their mind and behavior. Also, various other health concerns like urgent shoeing or the need for relieving muscle fatigue are also relevant. If the horse arrives early and you notice, for instance, let's say that one of its shoeing has become loose or a nail is missing or it has been damaged, you'll have enough time to find a professional farrier and get that shoeing problem fixed immediately. Often, unexpected things happen in the trailer where the horse's hooves or limbs develop some serious issues and they might also need shoeing. You can clearly see that when once the horse has been unloaded, it requires immediate and proper care. When the horse arrives early, you have plenty of time to thoroughly check every single detail and resolve any issues. You see, these steps are absolutely vital for the animal's well-being because you've practiced so much, you've put in a lot of effort to prepare for that critical competition. Well, whatever it is, that competition you're attending is absolutely crucial. So having your horse at its peak performance level, its optimal state of physical health to accompany you is very important. You really shouldn't underestimate these factors. In short, make a conscious effort to get yourself and your horse there calmly and avoiding any unnecessary rushing to the competition. Not arriving at the last minute in a hurry, quickly trying to saddle your horse, warming up fast and wanting to have an incredibly rushed and intense competition experience without focus, without peace, and without being able to use your horse's maximum potential on that day is very important. So always set aside, allow yourself some extra time to anticipate such unexpected incidents on competition day. Many experienced and great riders often say a rushed rider creates an anxious horse. So with proper planning and preparation well before the event begins, competition, give the horse time to forget the journey and comfortably settle into the new environment so it can accompany you correctly and accurately. For every competition, parkour chain, or the same course designer. This rule establishes a very specific time limit for completing the entire course. And if your round exceeds that designated time frame, it will result in time faults. For every 4 seconds over, you will receive one additional time fault is added to your score. A question that's always asked is, what happens if the rider falls after the finish line? Does this mean they are completely eliminated and forfeit every single one of their points? If the rider falls after crossing the finish line, their score is preserved. But if this happens before the finish line, it unfortunately signifies the end of their run, of the round, and all the effort is lost. Show jumping rules. Jumping is mostly about physical faults, knocking down fences, time and refusals, but dressage rules are about precision in executing patterns. Knowing these rules helps you avoid surprises on competition day and make the right decisions. For example, in jumping, if you tearing down a wooden fence, instead of regretting it, keep an eye on your time, because your rivals might repeat the same mistake, and in the end, speed determines the result. In dressage, if you feel you've lost the course, you can stop calmly so that the judge can guide you, and then with focus on your course, let's continue. Knowing the rules is considered to be an essential part of a rider's skill who has decided to have a fair and honest competition.